Alright, on the drive we'll follow the road ahead unless directed otherwise by myself, or by traffic signs. If I want you to turn left or right, I'll let you know in plenty of time. We'll be out for around 40 minutes, driving on a variety of different roads. We'll carry out one reverse park maneuver and maybe an emergency stop. There will also be some independent driving. Okay, when it's safe, move off to the left please.
Be ready, just in case vehicles to the right don't come to a stop at their stop line we can clearly see.
Take the next road on the left, then, at the end of that road, turn left again.
Nice slow speed to observe to the right. We could follow the curb to the left a little better, but correct it now, in reasonable time. We must have looked nice and early there to see it was clear to carry on.
At the roundabout, turn left, first exit.
We realize we should reduce our speed a little more to check around the parked car for oncoming traffic.
Pull up on the left please, just in the next gap. Get quite close to this next car, keep going, don't worry about the driveway here. That's far enough, thanks. And drive on when you're ready.
Great positioning after the red car to allow any oncoming traffic through, rather than just cut the corner. Now we see it will be clear. Before the corner though, we couldn't be too sure.
Pull up on the left please, in a safe place. And drive on when you're ready.
Ideal speed here. Even though we can see far ahead, there's no need to be at 30 with all the parked cars and fairly narrow road. Cars could pull out, people could cross. Then because we can't see far round the bend we reduce our speed and position left until we now see round the corner that there is no oncoming traffic.
At the end of the road, turn left.
Uphill, a bit slower would be preferable in case we have to stop, but we make quick and effective observations and steering to roll through with no issues. Seeing if anyone will cross at the zebra crossing. Keeping between the curb and center line where possible.
At the traffic lights, turn left. Now, at the next traffic lights we'll turn right, they're just over the bridge.
If it's not clear to change lanes we can wait for a gap, or pop a right signal on to ask to be let in. Don't stare at the mirrors though, otherwise we could miss something ahead or wander out of our lane.
At the next roundabout, we'll be turning right, third exit.
We could check the left side and edge out toward these lines to exit in the left lane, but hugging the inside lane is fine too, since the lanes merge shortly anyway. Merging a little earlier than necessary, but we did check the mirrors again, so it's fine.
At the next roundabout, follow the road ahead, second exit.
We see the sign for the roundabout on the left, and also more importantly, this one with the lane markings, saying it's only the right-hand lane to go ahead. We also can see the arrows on the floor. We've checked a couple of times to try and move to the right-hand lane, but with many vehicles there and not far to the roundabout we smartly decide to do what the lane says, and just go left, even though it's not where we were asked to go by the examiner.
Alright, we didn't go the correct way. We'll just find our way round the car park.
You're probably wondering, no, it is not a fault to go the wrong way, if it's done safely and doesn't contravene traffic signs or road markings. If we had still tried to go ahead at the roundabout from that left-hand lane, it would definitely be a major fault, even on an empty road. Not sure what the white Vauxhall is up to, it's a one-way system.
At the end, we'll turn right please.
Hazard well spotted, the van reversing out.
Take the next entrance on the right, this one.
Even though we're off the route, and in a car park, we still need to drive properly, mirrors, signal etc.
Turn right.
Good job here, keeping it slow, with all the pedestrians around. checking no one will cross at the zebra stripes. Just following the road, we can see it bends round to the right.
At the roundabout, turn left, first exit.
The speed signs in car parks are just advisory, rather than a legal requirement, as it's private land, but we can still be marked for driving at reckless speed.
At the roundabout, follow the road ahead, second exit.
Excellent effort with the positioning to keep to the left-hand lane through the roundabout.
Take the next road on the left, please.
As soon as we see the bus signaling to the right, we should hold back, as it could move off at any moment. We did go to overtake, but had time and space to change our mind as the bus moved off. If it moved off a second later, then we could have been in real trouble if the bus didn't see us or wait for us. That is the only bit of good fortune we need on this test though.
Pull up on the right, please. Alright, I'd now like you to reverse for about 2 car lengths, keeping reasonably close to the curb on your side, please.
Because we've got the car nice and parallel to the curb, there won't be much, if any, steering to do here. We are looking over our shoulders every few seconds to check for traffic and pedestrians.
That'll do, that's far enough. Drive on when you're ready.
We can't see too far into the distance because of the van ahead, so creeping out quite slowly.
Just follow the road round to the right, please. Pull up on the left in a safe place, please. And drive on when you're ready. At the roundabout, turn right.
Just making sure we can see past the car. Good planning ahead for our speed and position to help out the oncoming traffic.
At the end of the road, turn left.
At a crossroads with giveaway lines for us, the examiner might say take the next road on the left instead. But either way, we need to notice the giveaway lines.
Pull up on the left please, next to the speed camera. Thank you. We're now going to drive for some time independently. So, I'll give you some signs I'd like you to follow. The first signs will be for Oxford. There will be some other ones, but I'll let you know about those in plenty of time. Okay, drive on when you're ready please.
Hard to tell from the footage, we were a bit untidy with the pedals moving off, but not to the point where it needs to be marked. Important to check the left as we exit for anyone misusing the lanes. This is now a 30 limit all the way to the next roundabout.
Now, we'll follow signs for Oxford still, and also Ring Road West. They both go the same way. So, Oxford and Ring Road West.
There's no diagram of the roundabout. The sign is just showing us which lane to use for now. The sign on the right shows Ring Road West as still the right-hand lane. And it says Ring Road West on the floor too. Keeping our car between these dashed lines, we don't want the extra lane on the right for the town centre. That's not one of the destinations we're following. It would take us back round to where we came from. Lines a bit faded, there's this one to follow. And now these to keep between. It also says Ring Road West on the floor. Moving safely back to the correct normal driving lane as soon as possible.
It will still be signs for Oxford and Ring Road West.
We slowed down quite a lot at the very end of the approach, just before the giveaway lines. We could have done with a middle mirror check just before the fairly sharp reduction in speed. If we had seen that anyone were close behind, then we would have had to slow down earlier and more gently to avoid being rear-ended.
The next signs I'd like you to follow will be for Daventry and Sixfields please.
With this dividing line down the middle of the sign, it looks like we'll have to move over to the right-hand lane to access the lanes for Daventry and Sixfields. Then remember the sign from before. Lane 3 would be best, as it will see us exit in the left-hand lane of the two that turn right. The road markings are very clear on this one. We have the dashed lines on either side of us to guide us round.
I'd now like you to follow signs for Dustin, please.
It isn't strictly necessary, but it would be nice to signal to exit some of these easy roundabouts going ahead. We do manage to find a signal this time.
And still signs for Dustin.
Ideally, we'd want the middle lane of the three coming up. Keeping within the road markings on our right. Checking as the lanes merge. On the approach we have a few cars from the road opposite coming straight across, and the van from the left is not getting in our way either, so we missed a window of opportunity there. Now we realize we can be on our way.
All right, that's the end of the independent driving. I'll give you directions again. We'll just keep going ahead, please.
These lights are just repeater lights, and there is no stop line, so we don't stop. Also checking mirrors as the lanes merge.
At the roundabout, follow the road ahead, second exit.
We do well to anticipate the need to keep the crossing clear. We are able to read the situation nicely this time, and go at the first opportunity we get.
At the roundabout, turn right, third exit.
Despite the van on our left going through, we're okay to wait for the learner car coming round.
Take the next road on the left, then, take the first road on the right, back to the test center. Can you show me how you'd know the horn was working, please? Alright, thanks. Now we're going to drive through the gate into the car park and just drive into a space on the left, please. Doesn't matter, just a bit further forward. Alright, that'll do. Secure your car and turn off the engine, please. That's the end of the test, and you've passed. I only recorded 2 driving faults. One for not checking the mirror slowing down a lot for a roundabout, so, change of speed, and one for hesitation by the F1 roundabout. There were a few vehicles going off, but a nice drive, well done.